Recording has started. My name is Lance. I'm the CTO and co-founder of VDroom. I manage all the technical side, build the framework and the structure, and essentially get all the tools up and running so that everybody can use them and hopefully use them for their benefit. VDroom has been around for about a year and a half ago. We started putting the whole system together. I'm just going to mute some people. Oh, we got some feedback. Okay. So we've been around for about a year and a half. And in this year and a half, we've gone through a couple of iterations, trying to understand the best market fit and trying to understand how we can really provide a service that benefits clients and really understand what the difficulties that our clients are having when it comes to exposing their brand and doing marketing correctly, as well as using newer technologies and trying to make the whole experience as easy and enjoyable as possible. I think that we've gotten to a stage now where that's actually working. And joining us will be a little bit later, Daniel Wishnia from GCH Group, who is one of our clients, and he's actually with GCH Group has integrated a lot of their sites using our platform, and we've seen quite a decent amount of success there. So he'll be joining us in a bit. He's actually already online, but we'll be chatting to him in a bit or hearing from him. So the other thing about the webinars is we're going to try and keep them as informal as possible. The webinars are, I think, a very good opportunity for the people behind VDroom to interact with our clients and potential clients and people that are interested to find out about what VDroom is and what we do. And so this is a great platform for you guys to ask us questions, for us to give you up-to-date news, new features that are coming out, things that are happening. If you have any questions along the way, you can also just type them up in the chat, and I'll try and get to them. Let's hope there's going to be a lot of questions. And today we are discussing marketing. VDroom essentially has a lot of different areas on which we try to touch. One of the big areas is about marketing, how to market your product, how to improve your conversion rates, and how to expose your brand. I think that these are some important points, and I think that these are difficulties that everybody faces, and everybody wants to do well with it. Well, they want to have the best marketing that they can with as little effort as possible, and that's where we come in. We've tried to build a system that's as cooperative and inclusive as possible, but at the same time being as flexible as possible to allow you to do any type of marketing scheme that you choose. And I think that when we're looking at marketing, we can consider essentially breaking marketing up into two different spheres. I like to break it up into passive marketing and active marketing. Passive marketing is essentially, the SEO side of things. It's the side where you expose URLs, you put yourself out there, and you allow people to search and find you on many different platforms. So another example of that would be creating a Facebook page. And on that Facebook page, people would come into Facebook and they would search and they would find your page. That's another type of passive marketing. And then there's the active marketing where you're actually going out and you're pushing your product, you're pushing adverts, you're pushing social networks, and you're using this active strategy to get new clients on board. VDroom really supports both of these strategies. Today we're going to discuss a little bit more about active marketing as opposed to passive marketing, but I am going to touch a little bit on passive marketing and just say that we do support it. We have full SEO integration, and I guess we'll probably talk about it and discuss it in a different webinar if it's relevant. So active marketing. Today, active marketing really has gone the social route. We're seeing a lot of interaction in terms of micro influencers. Micro influencers essentially being, people on Instagram or people on
Hello?
Facebook that have
Hello?
people on Instagram and people on Facebook that have essentially in upwards of 1,000 followers, and these are micro influencers. These are people that are, they have a say, they have something that they want to get out there. They have small groups of people that are following them. They are then able to have a far greater influence. And so this is part of active marketing. The other sides of active marketing, of course, are paid marketing. So we're looking at Facebook ads, we're looking at Google AdWords, Google banners, and we're going to essentially try and understand how we can take this whole world of marketing and expose a virtual reality tour for the sake of it. Let's call it a tour. It's not really a tour, and I'll explain that in a moment. How do we expose this? How do we get this out to your potential clients? And this is where VDroom really comes into play. So in order to market, you have to have landing pages. You really want to try and focus your marketing strategy towards relevancy. You want to create the correct demographics, and you want to drop those demographics or lead those demographics to the correct landing pages. And of course, demographics is a whole nother topic on itself, and how to split your demographics is really a very, very deep conversation, which again, I don't think we'll be getting into that today. But essentially, once you've created your demographic split, you can then understand, and I'm just going to give a couple of examples. If you have clients or demographic that are interested in conventions, for example, you can now market, or you can create a Facebook advert that would essentially lead to the parts of your website that are specifically based on your conference center. And the way that this is done is that with VDroom, each and every single scene that you create within the platform gets its own custom URL. And you define the URL yourself. You define the name of the URL and how you want it to look. So it's also SEO friendly, and it is passively marketed. But at the same time, you can actively market that page, and you can use it to really draw in the right crowd to the right place. I think that GCH are doing quite a good job of that at the moment, and I'd actually like to ask Daniel if you'd like to join us. I'll give him a quick introduction. Let's see if I've enabled his microphone. Daniel, your microphone's working?
It's working.
It's working, great. So Daniel is the digital marketing. You know what? I'll let you do your introduction. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Hello, nice to see you all. Yes, my name is Daniel Wishnia. I'm the digital marketing consultant for GCH Hotel Group. GCH Hotels is the second biggest management chain in Germany, and we take the management not only for the operational side or systems, but we do the marketing as well, and I'm in charge more of bringing innovations and things that can be interesting for the brand and for the hotels, to engage new customers, to take advantage of technology to expose better the assets. And well, this is what I do. I work with virtual reality for, I think, from 2007, and have a lot of experience in photography. I'm an authorized photographer in Google for 360 pictures. So this is something, it's not new, or the content or the virtual reality content is not new. And so I was very happy to meet the people from VDroom and the solution. It's very interesting.
I wanted to ask you, now you just said something about VR not being something new in the market, and you've been working with it for years already. I think we know that VR has been around since, I think, the 1970s already, or at least the concept and the understanding of VR. Where do you, from the experience that you've had and I know that GCH has had, before they were working with VDroom, were looking into VR and using it as a tool to really
Mhm.
promote their brand.
Yeah.
Where do you see the world of VR going? And what do you see since, let's say, 2 years ago to where we are now?
Well, I think the most uh, I think the shifting was made when the technology was cheaper, and that everybody got used to, to see videos and to see visual content in their hands, in the mobile, not only on the PC. And
Yeah, so
I think that there are two things that are very important when we are talking about virtual reality. And and this is more, I think, because of the technology. This is more what is happening now and didn't happen before. And this is, I think, made the change of the people to use these kind of technologies. One is the feeling of being immersed in a location, the immersion issue, feeling that you are there, and when you look 360, up down, you feel you're there. And the second one, and this is again is part of the same flow, the idea is the experiencing. When you are in a virtual reality content, even if you are not using glasses, but you are able to see around, even with your mouse, you have a feeling of experience. And really, for travel is amazing, because it's like virtually seeing the place where, or the location, the landscape, or things, or your room, your bathroom, the place where you're gonna stay. And I think this experiencing technology, I will call it better than VR, let's say, is really changing the way the people will or are booking a place, especially when you have a so simple way to get from the textual data in the booking.com, or the Expedia, and going to, let's say, a search engine, or a brand website, and see for yourself the room in virtual reality. I think this can really push not only the engagement, but the way the people will book, really. This is what I see in nearest future.
And I think, in addition to that, also now that VR technology is, let's say, VR and 360 technology, this immersive technology, is also now available as websites as opposed to simply applications as it was before. It's far more reachable, let's say,
Hmm.
attainable by potential clients. You do a Google search today, and you can actually land on a VR website or a 360 website. Um, and As opposed to when it was an application, you'd have to kind of somehow find it, or the person that had the application would need to somehow direct you to the store, and you'd have to download the application, and only
Hmm.
then you could use it. So
Exactly, this is why we are working with you. This is exactly the change between you and other companies.
yeah,
When we used to talk about a virtual tour, we used to talk about a piece of content, from beginning to end. It's maybe can be a movie or can be pictures, but it's like a story. And the way you do the things, or the way the video room is using the technology, is very interesting, because as I can give you my example in GCH. We have for more, tenth of hotels, we already have a standalone VR website. So we have, as a brand, we have a portal, we have a standalone website for the hotel, and now we have a standalone VR website for the VR. And in the two of the standalones, people can book, people can search, people can see information, uh, people can link to the website. So it's really it's really not only a virtual tool, but as you said before, some other web entity that can be searched and can be find. Yeah.
mhm. I think the what you said now is also quite interesting in terms of, people can link to the website. I think that's also part of the passive marketing that I was talking about earlier. That you know people get interested. They look at something and an interest, and they want to share it. They want to share these new experiences, and these new experiences can lead to virality, increased virality, and it's passive marketing. It's things that to get your brand out there, and it doesn't cost you any money. You just purely because you're using a new technology that interests someone, and it may interest their friends. It's something that that it is. There's that viral aspect to it. Have you experienced that now with GCH since you've opened up these sites?
Yeah, I can tell you two things. One, what you said before is very easy to know, because if you go to Google today and you write, I don't know, GCH Hotel Group, and then you go to Google News, you will see some 5 PRs talking about the new technology GCH is using, and one of them is the virtual reality one, is the VDroom one. So
Okay.
this exposes as a brand, I think in yeah, made a huge PR for us. Um, the other thing that we are using it, and again, because of this innovative technology and the way VDroom is giving us the possibility to embed the content inside the website, or giving us a link straight to a specific page or whatever. So we are using it inside our portal. We are using it for landing pages, links in newsletters, in social media, and again to share some room inside VDroom. It's very easy, you just share it, and the information of the specific, let's say, room, or a conference room, or maybe the lobby of the hotel, is part of your post. So it's very easy to use,
Yeah.
and I think, yeah, this is a game changer for us.
Yeah, I'm going to drop into the chat for anyone that's interested the landing page for GCH that they've created of the virtual reality tours that they have. I need to get out of the habit of calling it a virtual reality tour because it's not really a tour. It's a set of landing pages that are immersive. It's a very different concept. So I've got a couple of extra questions for you that interest me in terms of from the side of VDroom, but I think that there are also questions that other people that may be considering joining VDroom or using VDroom's platform, um, in terms of what have you done with VDroom? Where have you seen VDroom benefit you as opposed to other platforms? Or have you found new niches or new ways to market using VDroom that you weren't capable of doing before? I'll try and be a bit more specific with the question there. Um, how do you use VDroom to actually promote your properties? And this is talking about active marketing.
Mhm. Well, uh, because of the easy way that you can share a specific location in your tour, or a specific image, or a place inside the video room, it gives us a lot of power to use it as a content and landing page for advertising. If It's not new that if you have an AdWord campaign and you put text, you put image, or you put a video, or you put a virtual reality, it converts differently,
Mhm.
because because what we spoke before, the experiencing, the engaging, and so people will stay more in your ad, will try to understand more, and it's more suitable that they will click. And there are a lot of studies that we can see in the internet, regarding the engagement of a campaign when having this such of content.
Mhm.
So I think this is a way people can be really take advantage of the technology. The other thing that I think, again, is very important is the social media, because you spoke before about the passive promotion, the way that you put the content inside and wait that the people come and see it, or when the people are searching for things that that are related to you, and they will find the content. So in social media is very interesting, because maybe we will not see much e-commerce in social media, but we will see engagement, and we will see the innovative company doing such a technology, using such a technology. So I think there is a good way to that we are using it.
Okay, I think we've got a couple of questions that came in. We're gonna end off pretty soon. Daniel, thank you very much.
You're
It's
welcome.
been
Thank
very
you.
interesting talking to you. I hope that everybody else enjoyed talking to you as much as I did. And I'd like to answer the question, but Daniel, stay online because maybe you'll have also some feedback on the
I'm
questions.
here.
So let's start off. Can I use your platform in other areas? I'm going to just rephrase that question, but I think that's what it actually means. Can our platform be used for things other than hotel properties? The answer is yes. It can be used for other types of demographics. You can use it for restaurants. You can use it for apartments. You can use it for leasing. You can use it really for any place that you can take a type of 360 image. You can use it. So that's pretty simple. Next question. I hope I answered that question well enough. Next question. Does the program allow automatic gyro movement when a person lands on the page? Yes, we have gyro. When you're talking about mobile, we support full gyro movement, so you can actually hold up your phone. Where's my phone? So if I had to actually go into the site and hold up my phone, I can literally turn around and I can see everything that's happening. I also have a Go VR button. It's a set of glasses at the bottom. If I click that, it'll put me into the VR mode. So if I have Google Cardboard, or if I have anything else that can actually hold my phone, I can actually put it in, and then I can turn my head, and it also works with the gyro. I hope that answers that clearly. Next question. What do I need to take the images? So the image type is called, I just went blank. It's called a equirectangular image. That's the name of it. An equirectangular image, generally, you have a couple of different devices that you can do it with. Probably the best quality is to use a DSLR camera that takes normal imaging. And what you do is you put it on a specific tripod. You've got some special attachments for that. And you take a number of images. You'd actually swivel it and take a number of images around the room. And then you would stitch those images together, creating an equirectangular image. That's if you have the technology for that, if you have the capabilities for that. Alternatively, there's a number of cameras that have come out onto the market, such as the Samsung 360 Gear, such as the Theta V, which actually do the stitching for you. It's a small camera that has two lenses, one, they're sitting back to back, and each of them take a photo at the same time, and they will stitch the images together for you. So yeah, that's pretty much what you can do. Alternatively, if you don't have those technologies and you still want to open a site with us, we can actually send a photographer out to you. There is an additional charge for that in terms of setup fees and so on. But then you also know that you're getting really top quality professional photographer coming out and taking the best images that your property can get. And really investing in good images is really important, because a good image sells. That's, someone sees something, they like it, they're always prepared to spend, even if it's a couple of extra dollars on your hotel, even if it might be a bit more expensive than someone else's hotel or apartment or whatever the property may be. That immersive experience, you create an attachment. If there's any other questions, great. I answered that one well. I got a thanks. If there's any other questions, you guys are more than welcome to reach out to us at customercare@vdroomtravel.com. I'll type that into the chat. Customercare at vdroomtravel.com. Also, if you log on to our website, we have a chat there that you're more than welcome also to just jump into the chat, have a conversation with us, ask us whatever questions you want. Hopefully those questions will be related to what we do, not just general life questions. Although with those we could probably help as well. And that's it from my side. So we'll be doing another webinar in about 2 weeks. We'll be sending out an invitation email for everybody to join us. So I'm hoping to see you guys, and I'm hoping that you'll let other people know about the webinar and get some people that you know to join the webinar as well, and really get the word out. So thank you guys for joining us. It's been real, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Thanks a lot. Bye.